comes Ortele on the break. Signed on loan from Basel. It's a clever ball. Fabio Vieira going for goal and pushed away by Daniel Batz. And again, turned by Königsdörfer. They've opened it up for Amari. Good save by Batz, and on the follow-up, it's wide from the man in form, Ransford Yeboah Königsdörfer.
Yeah, big chance. It was really good play from Hamburg. Nice sort of turn on the ball, transition, ball across the pitch. Decent save from the goalkeeper. Königsdörfer has to do better.
Luheim battling his way through. Ortele, he did really well, and the shot beaten away by Batz. It was straight at him, really, from Glatzel. The flick from Ortele takes it wide, but that's a decent chance for Glatzel. Silas with targets to aim for. He'll go alone, and Daniel Hoyer Fernandez delighted to see that go straight at him.
From 9 down, they're all in the mix.
Here's Da Costa. It's a good ball in. Oh! Swept home magically. The beating heart of this team, Nadim Amiri. He scored in 7 of his last 9 games in all competitions. He's trying to lead this club to safety. They've signed new deals to take them beyond the summer. Königsdörfer. And it fell nicely, and the effort was not too far away from Capaldo.
That is really close. That is so close.
Varachnik's moved across. It's Fabio Vieira through the wall and in! It took a deflection on its way through. Hamburg will accept that slice of fortune, and they are back on terms. It's a goal they'll feel they deserve. Certainly doesn't look out of place. Kasper Patulski is only 18. It's given away cheaply. Königsdörfer. Vieira. Amiri. Excellent header by Torunariga. It'll come back in. Player still down, and the header tipped over. And it does end all square. Urs Fischer hoping to take maximum points to ease their relegation fears.
Kimmich this time short to Olise. Now Davies. Kimmich, Olise first time. It drops here for the strike. Oh, it's gone in. Pavlovic. But Kawa Santos had to keep the ball out and failed spectacularly.
Yeah, it's a really good strike. Pavlovic there from distance on the volley. Really good power and direction into the corner, but you have to question the goalkeeper. I think he's got to definitely save this.
Olise on this latest Bayern corner. They've been a few already. Again, pressure on Kawa Santos. There's Deniz Undav. Well, for Harry Kane, goal 27 of this remarkable Bundesliga season, and Bayern with a double in rapid time already have a grip on this game. They lead by 2-0 already.
Yeah, absolutely ruthless from Bayern Munich.
Alphonso Davies, and still Davies here for Luis Diaz. Jamal Musiala. It's Musiala, tries to bend the shot. He's got a corner for it. On to Luis Diaz. Diaz on to Olise. Olise's shot pushed away by Kawa Santos. Not clear yet. Stanisic. It's Upamecano still here, in for Luis Diaz! That's a big block away by Kawa Santos. Not clear yet, here's Olise.
All the way from Dahoud. This is the save, good reaction, back up on his feet really quick.
FC Porto in 21-22 before the move to Liverpool. Oh, the ball lost, it comes to Olise for Bayern. Olise to bend the shot, which is just past the post.
Oh, well, big chance. You can see Musiala's to his left, he's free.
Eintracht, out comes Orbit to meet him. Orbit's pass has found Musiala here in space. This is promising. Jamal Musiala, great ball for Michael Olise. Olise on for Harry Kane from the angle. And again, Carlos Santos with the legs makes the save.
Yeah, big save again from the goalkeeper. He's doing really well in the second half.
On to Götze, and there's Højlund. Burkhardt has hit the post. Not clear yet, Bowier's there. And then the shot wild in the end from Brown.
Oh, what a chance for Eintracht Frankfurt to get themselves back in this game. Huge opportunity. Burkhardt, the man I was talking about.
Josip Stanisic. Back to Amenda. Again, Bayern win the ball back here for Kane's benefit. Harry Kane! You just know in those positions what he can do and what he does for Bayern time and time and time again.
Huge moment for Bayern. That is a game changer in itself there. Bayern, really good opportunity high up the pitch, winning it.
Nathaniel Brown for Eintracht. Towards Burkhardt, here is Kali Muendo. Kane in his own box here, given away though to Larsson.
See it here, there we go. Højlund gets the first touch. Kane looking to clear it, just takes him out.
Eine potenzielle Strafstoßentscheidung wurde überprüft. Nach Ansicht der Bilder lag ein Foulspiel der Nummer 9 FC Bayern vor. Somit lautet die finale Entscheidung.
Harry Kane, who normally scores spot kicks, has given one away here for a foul for Eintracht here for a potential way back in to the game, perhaps. It's Burkhardt. It's 3-1. And they're back in the game here now, suddenly, Eintracht Frankfurt.
Yeah, very good penalty. Smashes it, finds his corner, and actually precision there.
Oh, Kimmich, again with Scheibe being a nuisance to him. This is risky, very risky. Kali Muendo, and look at this. It's a one-goal game again. As Bayern's defence is picked apart by overplaying. It's 3-2 suddenly.
Yeah, crazy defending there from Bayern.
And the clock ticks down, that is it. A win for Bayern, but Eintracht pushed him all the way in that second half. Riera's team showed enormous character to fight back to, in the end, lose by only a single goal after Kane with another brace.
Here's Kimlein. Little chip ball through for Khedira to pursue. Andrich was in trouble! Rani Khedira scores the opening goal for Union. And the former Unioner, Robert Andrich at Fox, wasn't the only one. And you have to say, 7 games collected in 2026 by Union. That bouncing ball, and they could be in again as Blaswig makes the save. Schaefer was on the move. Köln. Grimaldo is looking near post. Tapsoba appealing again. And the angle is inviting for Grimaldo. And taken by Grimaldo, not on the target. Angle on the right with Bade having stepped forward. And wasn't a bad idea, Querfeld initially getting his head to it, bit of head tennis in there. And then the shot does come in from, well, you expected that it would be him. Well, match momentum always fascinating. And there's the momentum here with Illich and Union. Oh, the header. One of the stronger teams when it comes to taking advantage. And in by Grimaldo. Let's see if it stays alive for them. Grimaldo with the free kick. It's Tillman with that low shot, but there was Duki. Here's Maza for Leverkusen. And across the face of goal! And it was a chance for Patrick Schick, my goodness. Well, they scored twice in the Champions League during the week. And we wondered, was that the moment? Vasquez. Maza went over there to help him out. Vasquez with Schick, heading it back, but wide. Not to be for Bayer Leverkusen. last opportunity, perhaps. Vasquez, and then Schick. Union can exhale and celebrate. It does feel like a crossroads moment for Steffen Baumgart and Union.
Ache, goal of the season! Ah, that's a brilliant, brilliant strike from Ragnar Ache. They've done it before, a long time ago. Goal of the season from Marcel Risse, the last one that springs to mind. But that is incredibly well done to put that past Germany keeper Oliver Baumann. Kaminski, still Kaminski now, he's got speed. Can he get past Kabak? Yes, he can. Save is by Oliver Baumann, though, and it was a big save too. Oh, they were close again there. Eric Martel threw himself at the ball, but couldn't steer it past the post. On Ache, but not enough, and now here come Hoffenheim looking for that equaliser. Big hand there from Marvin Schweber, kept the score at 1-0 for the home side. If he'd have been flat-footed there, he wouldn't have been able to get the height to palm that one away. Hoffenheim forward in numbers here. Schweber making the save this time, came straight at him. And giving him time to pick across. It's exactly what Hoffenheim needed. And the goal comes from a player not unfamiliar with scoring this season, a fourth of the campaign for Ozan Kabak. Counter-attack possibilities on. Kramaric releases it for Touré. Touré had a look at the goal. Now they're through, and it's gone through Kramaric's legs. How did Hoffenheim not score there? Köln living really dangerously at the back. Touré got a good touch on that. That's really good stuff. Oh, off the crossbar, and a save by Schweber, and Köln get it away. Or was it in? The referee points to his watch and says no. It was in. He got the vibration. The message went through to his watch. Now, chases on. It's Elmala. Elmala against 3. Elmala wins. Elmala wins. He scored against them last season. He scored against them this season. Well, he scored against them in the first fixture of the season between the two, and he scored against them now. It's all over. Well, an extraordinary game, and certainly an extraordinary goal to set things off and running. It has, in the end, finished probably on balance.
And they're looking like a team who is full of confidence. As Masengo looks to get him behind. And Masengo trying his luck from an angle. Vavro! From nowhere. A nuisance as he goes down. Oh, and it's touched on by the captain, Gerhardt. Doesn't score that many, but the man in for Maxi Arnold today. Claude Maurice, and through it goes. This is Rodrigo Ribeiro. First goal for Augsburg. And we are level. Came away from Rexhbecaj, and here's Amora, who is lightning quick. Amora, oh, the queuing up, they will score! Kento Shiogai! His first goal for Wolfsburg! It's a giant one! Zesiger. Claude Maurice. Back for Zesiger again. Oh, Ribeiro! There is Spicinovic. Finds Shiogai. Oh, it's found its way through somehow. The Japanese is in again. Findama with a big stop. And he comes. Oh, was there a handball? Yes. Oh, it's Vavro. It's amazing. Daniel Schlager with a great view of it, but those arms raised so high. Oh my goodness. Mikhail Gregoric against Kamil Grabara. And Gregoric levels the game. 2-2. Is that quite the return? Back to the football club as Mikhail Gregoric. Couple of goals against St. Pauli. Here's Claude Maurice. What's he going to do? He's going to lay it back. Oh! It is giant. Elvis Rexhbecaj. Back to twist the knife in, all right, at his former club. And it comes from Eriksson, and Dahlmann's there. Was he caught? He was. And that may just be the match. Augsburg have done it. An incredible finish. So late in the day.
Neat interchange down Leipzig's left-hand side, and Romelu with the flick. And Dortmund get away with it. It's the closest we've come to an opener inside 10 minutes.
Is going back, that's why he's under pressure. Bayern, not a perfect finish in the corner. Here, easy save.
A dangerous opening for Leipzig, but now Dortmund with the break. And Maxi Bayer, he's off and away. He's all on his own now. Maxi Bayer to open the scoring for Dortmund. Good save from Martin van der Voort. And on his first Bundesliga start of the season, Filippo Mane all out injured. It's Anton to the fore. It's wonderfully taken down by Yan Diomande. This is excellent from Diomande. It's a wonderful ball in, and the opening goal as well. And he goes Leipzig's way. Christoph Baumgartner inside of 20 minutes. And Leipzig strike a blow to Dortmund's title hopes. A goal that will be celebrated almost as keenly in Munich as it is in Leipzig at the moment.
Oh, what a fantastic football from Leipzig.
Again, it's towards Baumgartner in the middle, and this time the touch too light to direct it towards target. Long searching cross for Guirassy, just behind the striker though. And Daniel Svensson is there in support. This is Metscher. Felix Metscher trying to place one, but just couldn't get any power to cut inside. Yan Diomande, but the shot blocked by Sabitzer. Niklas Zeiwald. Here's Diomande. Again, Ram on the overlap. Again, the ball into the middle. And again, the goal for Leipzig. Once again scored by Christoph Baumgartner. Well, Leipzig down this left-hand side are tearing Dortmund apart. And Christoph Baumgartner, for the second time tonight, makes Borussia pay. Now, with the opportunity perhaps to grab one back for Borussia Dortmund. It's Sabitzer to curl one, and it needed the fingertip save from Martin van der Voort.
I think it's an easy save for Van der Voort because it's in the middle of a goal. And maybe would go on the crossbar, not in, but corner.
It's Riasson into the middle, and it's deflected in as well. And once again, from a corner, Borussia Dortmund contrived to score. And they found their way back into this game right at the start of the second half. Game on, title race back on.
Oh, of course. If
Julian Brandt now. Fábio Silva had set off. Adeyemi's in behind. It's Adeyemi on for Silva! The story that was waiting to be written. Fábio Silva's first ever goal in the Bundesliga for Borussia Dortmund. It comes in stoppage time. Away at their direct rivals Leipzig. It's got them back on level terms, back in the game and back in the title race. Fábio Silva has Brandt making the run. Brandt's in behind here. The flag is down for now. It's Julian Brandt, the safe from Van der Voort. And away by David Raum. And there is the final whistle, a breathtaking end to an exhilarating match of football at the Red Bull Arena. Dortmund haul themselves level to keep themselves in the title race.
Ginter. He's done really well there. Shoot! Shout the crowds. Yuito Suzuki. And Freiburg, if they're going to kick on and head towards Europe, need to score. Maybe now the chance is there for Besta. Ever narrowing angle. It's always going to be tough. There it is! There it is! And it's an unlikely goal scorer who very respectfully does not celebrate too much. For a man who played nearly 155 games for the opposition, you can understand why Matthias Ginter celebrated in a very withdrawn fashion, but celebrate he did. It's 1-0. It's a good throw. Oh, good save, Moritz Nicolas.
And again, it's from the flick on. They win the first part and they're there for the second. And I know it's a fantastic save, but from that distance on your left foot, you have to put that into the net.
They know how to hang on to a goal lead, a single goal lead. Ooh, Dix spotted a gap.
Here he goes inside, he looks up. I know it goes on to goal, but I can tell you from the look, he wanted to cross that in. The positioning of Atebolu was for the cross without controlling the ball. And they have the possession in their own half. This is exactly where Freiburg want them to have the ball.
Grifo shovels it away towards Eggestein. It's come out too! Igor Matanovic. That should be the goal that pushes it beyond Gladbach now. While it was 1-0, there was always a hope. There's still 15 minutes, but that could be a very big goal for Freiburg. Oh, it's a poor pass from Dix. They've had a bit of fortune there. And some more. And some more! Tabakovic. Is he offside? Yes, he is. Or is he?
It will be very close.
It'll be close. Benjamin Quartus. That's a great corner. That is a brilliant corner. Tabakovic with a striker's goal. There are 6 minutes left, and Gladbach have hauled themselves back into the game. And if he hadn't have been offside just a couple of minutes ago, they might even have been level. I think the referee has just blown the whistle for the end of the game. After the 0-0 draw on Matchday 6, this time both sides find the target, but Freiburg find it twice.
This is Perker, and he's got plenty of space. He's found Martin Kais, but almost in two minds whether to feed Sinani or go for goal himself. encouraged by his current coach, Daniel Thune. It's Puertas' delivery, Vasil can't deal with it, and Jens Stay will have that opportunity going through his mind all evening. Should have done better. Now Isaac Schmitz and Romano Schmitz with Bangula starting his run on the left. Bangula to cut inside and curl one, and it almost just fell for Justin Jinmar. Again, Vasil, not for the first time tonight, couldn't keep a proper hold of the ball. And now Fujita. It's a good header down. Oh, and he's fumbled by Backhaus. And in this must-win match, it's advantage St. Pauli.
Something to collect for every goalkeeper. Easy pick that should be. And maybe that bounce on that surface was not as expected. It doesn't get up as high as Mio Backhaus thought it would. Actually, it hits that rough patch there on the green where
Bangula. Immediately, two opposition players around him, but he gets the cross away, and he's fumbled by Vasil, but somehow scraped away, and now, finally, prodded home. And that's the impact that Milosevic was brought on to have. A matter of minutes on the pitch, and he's hauled Bremen level in this crucial match. Midweek, about whether to go for it if it's still all square, and St. Pauli are going for it here. This is Fujita inside! And St. Pauli restore their lead with 20 minutes remaining. A first ever goal in the Bundesliga for Joel Chima Fujita. And it could be one of the most important goals of the season for St. Pauli. As things stand, it would take them back above Bremen. Sinani on for Pereira Lage, couldn't really get hold of it. And confirmation in the must-win match in the Bundesliga basement. It is St. Pauli who come out on top. The hardest fought of victories sees them overtake Werder Bremen.
All-action midfield player, but didn't judge that properly. Führich's away for Stuttgart. Opening goal in the 5th minute. Chris Führich, completely single-minded, seized on the error. And Stuttgart carrying on where they left off at Celtic Park, but a grim beginning for Frank Schmidt and Heidenheim. Jan Schupner in midfield for Heidenheim. Maybe they can change things here, and it's Conte, and decided to play it in, and Dinci! Eren Dinci has levelled it! Splendid finish! And there's the shot on the arm. Relegation threatened. Heidenheim were looking for, but a very cross Sebastian Hoeneß. It's 1-1 in this Swabian duel. And still, and releasing it, Dinci. Down he goes, nothing there. Inside the penalty area. Stuttgart get themselves on the front foot. And here's Chris Führich. Demirovic spinning and turning. Ermedin Demirovic restores Stuttgart's lead. Clinical. Just a few seconds prior to that goal from Ermedin Demirovic. Original decision, no penalty.
Das Tor für Stuttgart wurde überprüft. In der Angriffsphase bei Eroberung des Balles lag ein Foulspiel der Nummer 7 Stuttgart vor. Daher lautet die finale Entscheidung: kein Tor, Strafstoß für Heidenheim.
No goal, penalty for Heidenheim. It's going to be a short run-up. Alexander Nubu, not known as a penalty killer, particularly. Ibrahimovic, and it goes. Heidenheim lead Stuttgart. What a massive turn-up for the books on this Sunday night. Signon and El Canous was there, and now a shout from Stuttgart for a penalty, and that has been given.
goes unnoticed, and there I think is a clear clip of the foot. So unnecessary by Conte.
Mittelstädt scored from the spot against Leverkusen and against Augsburg. It's Mittelstädt's perfectly taken penalty, and it's 2 goals apiece. Just pondering his options, and Mittelstädt had eyes for goal. Just wide. Heidenheim, who have lost 4 in a row. Stiller, and a free header there. Edmedin Demirovic. If this holds up.
Ja, if this holds up.
Nach Ansicht der Bilder liegt eine knappe Abseitsstellung vor. Daher lautet die finale Entscheidung: kein Tor, indirekter Freistoß.
Fractionally offside. Got back to become the extra defender, and hounding, hassling and harrying from Heidenheim. Ibrahimovic, supported by Dinci, goes it alone. Newell with the save. Sur le Conte, there to score. It's incredible. Wild emotions here in Heidenheim. Well, here we go. Fasten your seatbelts. Couple of minutes of normal time remaining, and what a golden chance! And this man, Deniz Undav, perfect for that scenario.
And then the quality of Undav. One touch control. This is also really good from Nate. Having the vision, free feet.
Chabot with a speculative shot. Ramai. And there goes the final whistle. 6 goals shared evenly. Sebastian Hoeneß and Stuttgart will view this. All the results: 1-1 Mainz, Hamburg 2-2, Köln, Hoffenheim. Wolfsburg losing in the end to Augsburg. Wolfsburg under pressure. Augsburg snatching victory near the end. Union doing enough against Leverkusen, who had a bit of an off day, certainly in the first half. Bayern 3-2 against Frankfurt, 2-2 Leipzig Dortmund, huge game there ahead of der Klassiker, and wins for Freiburg and St. Pauli today prior to this match. So a look at the table, the top half, and it's an 8-point cushion for Bayern over Dortmund. The Klassiker next week. Stuttgart in 4th, but 3 points behind Hoffenheim in 3rd. And Heidenheim still rooted to the bottom. Could have been even better, but it is a point. They have to start somewhere after the run of 4 successive defeats.